Greetings everybody, this is Show and welcome back again to another video. And today we'll be taking a look at the new free-to-play Battle Royale Apex Legends. Now I've been playing this game a lot recently with my friends and it's so fun and it's so enjoyable that I can't stop playing it. Alright, so what is so special about Apex Legends? Now, before I go to that, previously there has been a lot of other Battle Royale games that I played. I've played PlayerUnknown's, which was a great game, but it had a lot of desync issues, a lot of lag issues, a lot of physics that they are so proud about issues in that game. And the graphics or the gameplay is not fluid enough to be played, you know, but I still enjoy it. I mean, I can turn the other way around. It's just enough to keep people playing. And then we have Call of Duty Blackouts. You know, that's a very smooth gameplay, game mechanics. I mean, it's very nice. Unfortunately, I think people just grow bored of it. Well, I grew bored of it. And the problem is that some of my friends were not been able to play that game at a really good ping, so it caused a lot of issues. And then we have Fortnite. Well, I didn't play Fortnite a lot. I played it for a while, maybe for one day, and it never grew on to me. I don't know why. It's the most played game recently now, and I never enjoyed Fortnite. Oh well, no, everybody have their own preference. You might enjoy it, but I did not. So now EA and Respawn Entertainment release a new game secretly, and it's free to play with microtransaction, but we'll get to that later. And we have Apex Legends, which you can see now playing in the background. Now the problem with this game is it has no problem at all for the gameplay. Now I've never felt, or maybe I never realized, any of the desync. I never felt any desync in the game. It's smooth, it's fluid, and it's, I don't know, it's just fun. I'm not sure whether it's just a new game, but I don't see this game going anywhere soon though. I mean, all they gotta do now is create more than just one map. Now the map that they have is very well designed, with all the mountains, with a lot of cover and a lot of open spaces, and everybody can get a weapon. It just depends what kind of weapon you're gonna get. Now, a simple way to describe Apex Legends is it's a Battle Royale game. I'm not sure if it's as big, but based on it's like PUBG combined with the graphics of maybe, or similar to the graphic to Call of Duty, and then character abilities very similar to the Overwatch. So it's basically PUBG plus COD plus Overwatch. So there are a few characters in Apex Legends. One of them is called Bloodhound. So Bloodhound has a passive ability that actually tracks the enemies and has a secondary ability that scans an area for last known location of enemies. And finally its ultimate, which is called a Predator, which basically he goes into berserk mode and he can see through smokes and detect enemies, and he can see their footprints, track them, and even do I believe he does extra damage when he shoots, and he moves at a really fast pace. And then we have another character. The second character we're going to talk about is Wrath, and she is basically a character where she can go into different dimension or teleport. So what she does is she goes into a different dimension, she disappears from sight, but you'll be able to see the stream that she's running to. And then you won't be able to shoot her at that time, but you'll be able to see where she's going and where she's going to appear you're not, I mean, you're not going to see where she's appear, but once the ability just wears off, she's going to appear right there. And then her primary ultimate is that she'll disappear. She does the same thing, but she creates a portal which the teammates can teleport to her or back from the area. So that is a very useful ability for Raph. The next character we have is Bangalore. So basically, it's supposed to be an assault character. However, I don't see anything that makes it assault. Basically, she just, you know, just has a smoke grenade or firing a smoke thing once or twice in one particular area, which gives cover. Now, I have not used Bangalore yet, because since that's my friend's favorite characters, I never got to test that character out, and I only want to play with my friends. I don't really play a lot with other random players, so it's very hard to communicate. So this character just deploys smoke grenade and has an ultimate artillery for an ultimate. So that's basically it for Bangalore. And then the next one we have is Lifeline, and Lifeline is basically the medic or the support class medic for your team if you decide to use her. So her ability is that she can actually create a shield for anyone that she's reviving, but it's only frontal, so enemies can actually get behind and still take her out. And the secondary skill is that she has a healing bot, which can heal her teammates and herself at the same time. But you have to get really close to it. And then her ultimate is that, I think it's one of the best ultimates that you can have in this game, is that she can actually summon a carry package. I mean, what do you call care package? Sorry, I lost the word. Care package for her teams. And there are like epic items in there. I've never seen a legendary in there, but yes, you get the epic helmet, epic shield from that deployment of that care package that she deploys. So that's a really good supportive class. The next character they have is Gibraltar, and Gibraltar is a Maori guy, or Maori guy, or I don't know. He looks like a Hawaiian New Zealand warrior kind of character, and what he does is he has the ability to create a shield in front of him before firing. So that's a nuisance at best, but it does give him a little bit more protection than the other characters. And then it has a secondary ability where he can project a shield around a certain area. It's not that big, but that's a double-edged sword actually. No one can shoot in and you can't shoot out, but they can run through the shield and fire from inside. So I think the best way to use that is to use it as a wall and do not stand in between. And then his ultimate is basically an artillery in a certain area. You just come up and throw a bomb in one area, or I mean throw a smoke grenade, I think, or a smoke bomb. So that's where the artillery is gonna hit. And the next character we're going to talk about is Pathfinder, and Pathfinder is actually a robot where his ability is that he uses a grappling hook, and that grappling hook, if you master it correctly, you can actually swing from an area and maneuver around buildings that that other characters won't be able to do. His ultimate is also a zip line, which can help you actually escape the circle, or you can reach very long distance, or actually reach areas that you're not supposed to reach, that the Pathfinder can actually reach. The problem is that enemies can use that zip line as well. I do not know how long the zip line stays there. It feels like it doesn't disappear at all, because by the time my zip line has already recharged, the previous zip line is already there. So that's basically Pathfinder, and it's a very famous character to use because of its maneuverability. Now we have the two characters that have been blocked in a paywall, or I would not say 100% paywall. You can actually use in-game C bills, or I mean, that's another game's bill, but the in-game currency to unlock. So that is Mirage and Caustic. So Mirage is a very good character in my opinion, where you can actually see him in the video that I'm using right now. He's a character which actually makes a decoy of himself, an illusion you might say, run into a different direction, and actually confuses a lot of enemies. When they see that, they shoot that, and you can actually know that somebody just shot your decoy. You see it disappears, and you probably know where the location of the enemies are, especially when there's area when you're in deep in fighting and he calls that decoy, and everybody's shooting at that decoy is running in the center of the field, while you actually are getting around and maneuvering around them. And his ultimate is basically the same thing, but he creates a lot of decoys and he disappears. And when he disappears, you can maneuver. However, you can still see it's like how Predator hides, and that's how Mirage works. Another thing that he does is if he gets knocked out, he'll deploy a decoy of himself, and he will also disappear. And once he disappears, enemies will not be able to see him, but he will be able to see him like you see a Predator in the movies. So that's a really good character to unlock. Now, the next character is Caustic, another one that is behind the paywall. Oh, Caustic, I think is the most he needs a buff. Basically, his ability, he actually deploys a temporary smoke, temporary poisonous gas or trap, I mean. So the trap is a sensor type, so if enemies were to get close, the sensors will be activated and poisonous gas will be ejected out of that trap. Now the thing is, you can actually shoot the bomb so that it can actually disperse its gas anyway. So, but the thing is, a lot of people have been using that skill to actually block doors with. So that's a creative way to use it, I guess. And then his ultimate is he will throw a gas bomb in one location. Now the problem I have with Caustic's ability is that does poison do little to no damage. It's merely a nuisance, but what it does do is it blurs the enemy's vision and they start to run slower. So the running slower part is the best part about his ability. When it's blurred, you can still actually see your enemy and still fire at them. So it's basically more of a nuisance from then on. So now let's talk about weapons in the game. So basically all the weapons in Apex Legends is basically the same like most games. So you have the pistol, the shotguns, the sniper rifle, the light machine gun, submachine gun, assault rifles. So I know a lot of people are complaining that the wingman pistol, that is basically like a magnum, and a lot of people are complaining because it can basically two-shot you, or they think it is too overpowered. Well, that's how the game is until they change it, I guess. But I really love the wingman. If they do change it, there is an alternative to that gun actually, which I'll be actually practicing later on. So now, what makes the difference between your weapons and the guy that you're about to kill or trying to kill? A difference is your attachment. So basically the attachment and armor attachment, you have, the only thing is different is level 1, which is gray, level 2, which is blue, and epic, which is purple. Okay, all of this just mentioned just helps you control the guns a little better, right? Now the different thing is for the weapon attachment is that there are gold legendary optics that you can actually find for these guns, and that legendary gold optics is actually, it can actually see through smoke, kind of like how Bloodhound's ability is actually. So when there's a smoke or gas and you aim that reticle at them, they actually turn red, and when you fire, I mean, it won't hit, of course, that depends on your ability. But the thing is, you can fire at them through smoke, anything, because you can see them and they can't see you. So that's a very important attachment to have when you have that gold ability. But it only works for smoke, by the way. It does turn red when you see other enemies somewhere else, but it only turn red when, basically I'm wrong. Basically you only see them turn red when they're in the smoke. Sorry. And then we have those, it's an epic item as well, but it's an add-on for the guns. Like for example, the Peacekeeper has other add-on, which is called the the choke, precision choke, where you can, if you have that on that particular gun, it can actually charge and fire. And I mean, it just makes the shot condense into one small area to fire, and it does a lot of damage. I've seen it do 100 damage to a player, so that's a very dangerous add-on for the Peacemaker. Now, like the Underwing, sorry, not Underwing, Wingman, and his add-on basically is it costs a bit extra more damage when you get a headshot with that gun. And then we have the same thing that goes, the same attachment goes to the longbow. So all these guns, not all of them, only some particular guns actually have this add-on, and that is what makes it different. So this game is basically try to find the best attachment for your gun, and then you can take them out faster and better, and that gives you an advantage. So there are two legendary weapons in this game, which is called the Mastiff. It's basically a shotgun that can fire 4 shots at a time, and that particular gun can actually shoot quite quickly at the same spot with little to no recoil. And it's a dangerous handgun, I mean dangerous shotgun to have in your hands, especially at close combat. And then we have the 50 cal sniper rifle. I mean, you shoot that on somebody's body, it goes 100 damage, and you shoot that in somebody's head, you get 200 damage max. I've seen that I've used so far, and that takes out enemy pretty quickly. If they get hit by that, they're going to be wary about picking out again. And we also have this across the map. There's a lot of small robots. You'll see a blue, although I've seen a blue and a purple, but I've never seen a gold one. But no, I've seen a gold one once. But if you do find a gold robot somewhere, just fire it. It looks like one of those epic crates. So fire it, and you'll see items coming out of it. Now, if you do find a legendary epic crate and you shoot that, you can actually get a gold weapon. It's not legendary, although it's colored as legendary, but it's just a fully decked out weapon. So the guns that I've seen so far is the Wingman, and basically it's a fully decked out Wingman, but you can't change the attachment to it, I believe. So that's all we have for the weapons, I guess. So next we have up is the armor legendary items. So basically the legendary items and the epic items have the same stat. The difference between them is the legendary has a feature. Now the helmet, legendary helmet, it has the charge time, and the charge time to charge your shields. So it can actually charge very quickly, and I mean, for the time you would have to usually charge 1, you can charge 2 charge shields at a time. So that's a really good item to have, that legendary helmet, and it's fairly frequent, I believe. And then we have the body shield. It does the same thing as the epic, everything the same, except that you can fully regenerate if you do a finisher. Who has the time to do a finisher? So it's basically having either one is good, unless, you know, because the players only knock down and not out yet. Not if they get eliminated, all of them get eliminated. So that means if they're knocked down, his friend is running around close by. So body shield doesn't really have a nice feature to it. And then we have the knockdown shield, which is, I believe, one of the best items in game. It can absorb up to 750 damage. That shield, it's like the normal shield that you protect yourself with, except that you can resurrect yourself, but it's only once. So if you get knocked out and the enemies did not finish you off and went after your teammates, you can actually resurrect, come back, and then just finish them off from behind if they're not aware of it. So if you do see someone with a golden shield, try to prevent them from raising again. So, what makes Apex Legends a great game? Well, basically, this is a battle royale game. Players who are already playing Fortnite, PUBG, Blackout, they want something new, and this is it. Second, the gameplay is smooth. It's basically very smooth and enjoyable to play. It's the game environment that makes it fun. And then there's little to non-existent desync. If there is, I'm not feeling it. And that's great for a game. You know, I fire an enemy and it hits. It rarely misses unless you're the one that misses it. And when your character's down, it's not over. If your friends get to your body, pick up the card, they can revive you at spawn points. However, it will put your team in open area and you will spawn without a weapon. And this is one of the winning features in Apex. You know, there's a chance of your teammates raising you and you getting back in the game. And the ping system was introduced in PUBG, but was shut down by their player base. But the ping system in Apex is actually pretty good. Ping a gear or a weapon and mark it for your team. Ping an enemy, it doesn't follow the enemy, but only is his last known position, but you can spam it. Ping a location you want to go to. Ping a crate and make it noticeable to your teammates. It's good and you don't even need to open your mouth. It's that good of a ping system. Just middle click with your mouse. And then the map is, I can say it's great. There's cover everywhere. You just need to be smart about it. There are a lot of different environments. I'm just wondering, are they going to release another map in the future? And I'm wondering, how are they going to one up this current map that they have? They're going to have to make a map someday because people will get bored of this map. And lastly are the characters. Now the characters is what makes the game, the maps what makes the game, and how the game features what makes the game. So this is what makes Apex Legends great. Alright, so let's talk about the microtransaction in Apex. So this is Apex microtransaction. Now, because I'm a premium subscriber to Origin, I get 10% discount, and because of my location where I'm at, although I do not reside in Singapore, all the prices are in Singapore right here. So we're just gonna follow the Singapore prices right here, and you can see 1,000 Apex coins for 16. We're taking this one, this price right here, 16 Singapore dollars, 2,000 coins for 32 Singapore dollars, 4,000 for 60, 6,000 for 80, 10,000 for 130 Singapore dollars. Okay, so most people are going to buy 1,000, 2,000 coins if they are going to purchase this. So I would like you to remember this, 1,000 coins and 2,000 coins, and then these are all the featured products, and each product has a duration where it's on sale. So let's look at the first one here. It's a skin for the longbow. Weapon skin, very pink, feminine maybe, okay, and you need 1,100 Epic coins. Now remember, you're going to have to buy the 2,000 Epic coins to actually buy this. Okay, and that is how much again? That's 32 Singapore dollars. Right. That's pricey. That's like 20 US dollars maybe, I'm guessing here. So I'm thinking that's 20, and this is a banner frame, and it does nothing. The only time you can see this is when you start a match or when you end a match, and it also costs about 1,100 Epic coins. Now that, to me, that's too much. I won't even consider touching any of this. And then we have these two featured items, the alternator. And this skin is supposed to be legendary. It looks like a medic's gun. I don't know, and it costs about a whopping 1,800. That means you're gonna have to buy 2,000 Epic coins to actually buy this one. And the devotion costs the same amount, It does look better, I guess. Now, the problem I have with these two weapons here is this. We have another skin for the Alienator and another skin for the Devotion, and they look pretty much similar. The difference is the colors. But you can't get this even if you have the 6,500 legend coins. You can't get it. That's because you're going to have to spend 1,800 epic coins just to get this, the chance to actually buy this exclusive skins, and which is similar. You do not need these two if you already bought this and this. I mean, that's not good. I mean, if you have the money in your pockets and you want to buy it, you know, by all means buy it. But for, I think, casual gamers, they probably won't buy this. I don't know, maybe because this is one of the first sales they have on the store. They're just putting the price out there just to see how much money they can make. I'm hoping nobody buys this until they reduce the price and people start to buy. Okay, I mean, it shouldn't cost this much to buy any of the skins. They're just skins. Okay, so it should not cost that much. But you know, they need to make money somehow, and this is their plan. But I think they will make a lot more money if they were to sell all of this cheaper. Now, for players who are not willing to spend any money on the epic coins, it's alright, because you know, you get one of these epic packs every 2 levels. I think, if I remember correctly, every 2 levels you get an epic pack which has all of these items here. You get all the banners, the weapon skins, everything from legendary to epic in this. Legendary has a 7% chance, epic or better has a 24% chance, and rare items at 100%. So basically you're guaranteed a rare item, at least one, in one of these epic packs. So you do not need to buy epic coins to get the skins, everything. You can just level your character up, level your account up, and get those skins. Although you might not be able to get what you want, but you'll be getting a skin. And to me, the legendary items do come out most of the time. I got a few legendary items, but that's my luck. Okay, I'm hoping you get the same luck as well when you're opening these epic packs. So my advice to you is to collect as much epic packs as possible and open all of them at the same time, at least 10, and then open them at the same time. Then you probably increase your chance of getting a legendary item. Okay, but that's just my advice. And you know, that's the thing about microtransaction. For the really good epic legend game that we have here, there's always something that's going to bring a game down. But hopefully, you know, everybody have proper common sense. If you can buy it, nobody's going to judge you. Just buy it. If you have the money, go ahead. If you don't have the money, wait for the packs as you level up. So that is what I think of Epic Legends, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Offshore